The Designated Area Migration Agreement, or DAMA, is a very special program in Australia. It is a formal agreement between the Australian government and a specific regional area. This agreement exists for one main reason. It helps local businesses in these regions find the workers they desperately need. Sometimes, employers in places like northern Queensland, the goldfields of Western Australia, cannot find enough local people to fill important jobs. The DAMA program gives these employers a special pathway. It allows them to sponsor skilled workers from overseas and semi-skilled workers from overseas to come and work in their region. It is a solution designed to support the growth and sustainability of Australia's vibrant regional communities. Why is this program so important today, on October 13th, 2025? It is because many parts of Australia outside the major cities are facing critical worker shortages. These shortages can affect everything. They can slow down farms during harvest time. They can leave positions empty in local hospitals and aged care facilities. They can make it difficult for restaurants and hotels to serve their customers properly. It ensures these essential services can continue to operate smoothly. It provides a structured and approved way for overseas workers to fill these gaps, bringing their valuable skills and experience to communities that will welcome them with open arms. The DAMA is more than just a temporary fix for a job shortage. It is a carefully planned strategy for long-term regional development. When new workers arrive, they do more than just fill a job. They become part of the local community. They shop at local stores, their children may attend local schools, and they contribute to the social fabric of the town. This helps to strengthen the local economy and create a more diverse and dynamic community. For the workers themselves, the DAMA program is often the first step towards building a new life in Australia. It offers a clear and supportive pathway to employment, and, for many, a route to becoming a permanent resident. Ultimately, the DAMA pathway is a win-win situation for everyone involved. Regional communities get a much-needed boost in population and economic activity, and overseas workers get a unique opportunity to live, work, and thrive in some of the most beautiful and welcoming parts of Australia. It is a program built on partnership and designed to create shared prosperity. It acknowledges that the needs of regional Australia are unique and require a flexible and targeted approach to migration, ensuring no community is left behind in the nation's progress. It's really about people and places working together. At its heart, a designated area migration agreement is a formal, legally binding contract. Think of it as a special deal between two main parties. One party, the Australian Government, Department of Home Affairs. The other party, a regional authority. That regional authority is the Designated Area Representative, or DAR. DAR could be a local council, or a state government body, or a regional development board. A DAMA gives the region special permissions not in standard national visa programs. It's a tailored solution for that area's unique economic and labor needs. Its core purpose: fill job vacancies proven hard to source locally. Before a DAMA is made, the regional authority must do extensive research. They must prove local businesses tried hiring Australians first and failed. The agreement lists specific occupations in high demand. It also sets how many workers can be sponsored each year. This keeps the program targeted and protects local job opportunities. Key feature: flexibility. DAMAs allow special arrangements called concessions. Example concession: slightly lower English score for certain jobs. Another concession: a reduced minimum salary, still above legal minimum. Those flexibilities make DAMAs powerful for regional employers. Important: a DAMA is not a visa itself. It's the framework that lets employers access specific visas. The most common visa used is the Temporary Skill Shortage Visa, subclass 482. Under a DAMA, rules for that visa can be modified. That means access to a broader range of occupations and more flexible eligibility criteria than big cities get. So it's a practical regional workaround. While the goal of all DAMAs is to fill regional job shortages, it is helpful to understand that they are not all the same. The most common type is a regional DAMA. These agreements are tied to a specific geographical area. Far North Queensland DAMA, South Australian Regional DAMA, or Rana DAMA in New South Wales. Each of these agreements has its own unique list of occupations. This list is created based on the specific industries and economic needs of that particular region. A DAMA in a mining area will have different jobs on its list compared to a DAMA in a region known for its agriculture or tourism. The second type of pathway is more specific and is often referred to as an occupation-based or industry-specific agreement. While less common, these agreements are designed to address shortages in a single industry across a wider area, rather than being limited to one specific region. Pork industry, fishing industry. These are highly specialized and are created when a particular sector faces a nationwide crisis in finding workers. For most visa applicants, however, the regional DAMAs will be the most relevant and accessible pathway to consider for their Australian work journey. Let's look at a clear example to see how this works in practice. Imagine a region like the Northern Territory, which has a comprehensive DAMA covering its entire territory. Its occupation list is very broad. It includes jobs like childcare workers, truck drivers, and hotel managers. This is because the Northern Territory needs a wide variety of workers to support its diverse economy. In contrast, another region's DAMA might be much more focused. For example, a DAMA in a wine-growing region might have a list that heavily features occupations like agricultural technicians, cellar hands, marketing specialists. Because each DAMA is unique, it is absolutely essential to do your research. You cannot assume that because your occupation is on one DAMA list, it will be on all of them. You must check the specific DAMA for the region where you hope to find a job. Rules. Concessions, occupation lists. Always go to the official source, which is usually the website of the regional authority that manages the DAMA. This will give you the most accurate and up-to-date information, ensuring you are applying for the right pathway and have the best chance of success. Understanding if you are eligible for the DAMA pathway is the most critical first step. The rules can seem complex, but they can be broken down into a few key areas. First and foremost, you must have a formal job offer. This is not just a casual conversation. It must be a genuine offer of employment from an employer who is based in a DAMA region. Importantly, that employer must also be officially approved and endorsed to sponsor workers under that specific DAMA. You cannot apply for a DAMA visa without an employer who is willing and able to sponsor you. The second major requirement is that the job you have been offered must be on the official DAMA occupation list for that specific region. This is a non-negotiable rule. If your job title is accountant, but that occupation is not included on the list for the Pilbara DAMA in Western Australia, then you cannot use that pathway for that job in that region. You must carefully check the list and ensure your skills and the offered role are a perfect match for one of the listed occupations. This list is the foundation of the entire agreement, so this step is extremely important for your application. You must also meet character requirements, which means you will need to provide police clearance certificates from every country you have lived in for 12 months or more over the last 10 years. Additionally, you will need to demonstrate your English language ability. While some DAMAs offer a concession for a lower English score, you will still need to take a test and meet the minimum score set out in that specific agreement. Okay, so that's the overview of what it takes to be eligible. The DAMA pathway offers several significant benefits, making it a very attractive option for many prospective migrants. One of the most important advantages is access to a broader range of occupations. Standard skilled visa lists often focus on highly skilled professional roles. The DAMA lists are different. They frequently include semi-skilled occupations not available through other streams. This opens the door for people like truck drivers, agricultural workers, hospitality supervisors. These workers have valuable skills, but may not have a university degree. Another major benefit is concessions on standard visa requirements. The most common concession relates to English language proficiency. Many DAMAs allow for a slightly lower score on tests like the IELTS or PTE, compared to a standard TSS visa. This is a huge relief for applicants skilled in their trade who find the English test a barrier. Similarly, some DAMAs offer a salary concession. Employers may pay a wage slightly below the temporary skilled migration income threshold, as long as it stays above the award rate and prevents exploitation. The DAMA program also provides a clear, structured pathway. A DAMA visa is typically a temporary visa, such as the TSS subclass 482, for up to 4 years. This gives stability and the legal right to work for your sponsoring employer in that region. You know where you stand, and you can settle into your new community with confidence. This clarity is important for planning your future. It removes uncertainty from more complex visa pathways, letting you focus on your job and new life in Australia. Perhaps the most exciting benefit is the potential pathway to permanent residency. Many DAMA agreements include provisions to transition to a permanent visa after a set period. This usually involves working in the region for typically 3 or 4 years while keeping a good employment record. If you meet the conditions, your employer can nominate you for the Employer Nomination Scheme visa, subclass 186. Securing a permanent future in Australia is a powerful motivator and life-changing for many DAMA holders. One of the most common questions people ask is, what jobs are actually available through the DAMA program? The lists are incredibly diverse. They change by region and reflect local economies. Several common categories appear across DAMA agreements. These lists are reviewed and updated regularly. Check the latest version. These jobs are the backbone of regional communities. Many DAMA occupations fall within trades and construction. Regional Australia is growing high demand for tradespeople to build new homes, build infrastructure and commercial buildings. You will often find jobs like carpenters, bricklayers, electricians, plumbers. These roles are critical for regional development. DAMA gives employers a vital channel to find qualified workers. Another major area of demand is caring and community services. An aging population increases need for aged care and disability support. Common occupations: aged or disabled carer, personal care, assistant, childcare worker. These roles provide essential support to vulnerable community members. DAMA helps ensure regional hospitals, nursing homes, childcare centres stay fully staffed. Hospitality and tourism also employ many people in regional areas. From coastal Queensland towns to South Australia's wine regions, there's continual demand. Common hospitality jobs: chef, cook, hotel or motel manager. These workers are the face of local tourism. Without them, many regional cafes, restaurants and accommodation providers would struggle. Navigating the DAMA application process can feel like a big task, but it becomes much simpler when you break it down into clear, manageable steps. This process is a partnership between you and your potential employer, so communication is key at every stage. 1. Find an approved DAMA employer. Your journey begins with a job search. Look for businesses located within a designated DAMA region. Confirm the business is an approved DAMA sponsor. You can often find lists of participating employers on the regional DAMA websites, or you can ask directly during a job interview. 2. Secure a job offer for an eligible occupation. Make sure the job is on that region's specific DAMA occupation list. The employer will provide you with a formal job offer and an employment contract if you are the successful candidate. This is a critical document for your visa application. 3. Employer applies for endorsement and nomination. First, they must apply to the Regional DAMA Authority, the DAR, to get endorsement. Once endorsed, they lodge a formal nomination with the Department of Home Affairs. You will need to provide them with documents like your passport and your resume for this stage 4. Gather your personal documents: passport, birth certificate, evidence of your skills and experience, detailed reference letters from past employers, copies of your educational qualifications, any professional licenses you hold. 5. Complete health and character checks. Book a medical examination with a panel physician approved by the Australian government. Apply for police clearance certificates from every country where you lived 12 months or more in the last decade. 6. Take your English language test, IELTS PTE. Even if the DAMA has a concession, you still need the minimum required score. Make sure your test results will be valid for the entire visa application period. 7. Lodge your visa application. Once the employer's nomination is approved, you will receive an invitation to apply for the visa, usually the subclass 482. Complete the application form online through the IMMI account portal. Upload all your prepared documents and pay the visa application charge. 8. Await the decision. A case officer from the Department of Home Affairs will review your application. They may contact you if they need more information. If everything is in order and you meet all the criteria, you will receive a visa grant notification. You can then make plans to travel to Australia and begin your new job. One of the most appealing aspects of the DAMA program is that it is not just about a temporary job. For many applicants, it represents a realistic and structured pathway to achieving permanent residency in Australia. This sets it apart from other temporary work visas. Building a long-term future in the community gives immense peace of mind. It also strongly incentivizes workers to integrate into their new home. This pathway is central to most DAMA agreements, designed to retain skilled workers in regional areas. The journey to PR through DAMA typically involves a two-stage process. Stage 1, temporary visa, usually the TSS, subclass 482, up to 4 years. During this time, you must work for your sponsoring employer and live in the DAMA region. This period lets you prove commitment to the job and the community. It also gives your family time to settle and build local connections. After the required period, you may become eligible for Stage 2. Commonly, this is 3 years of full-time regional work. Then your employer can nominate you for a permanent visa. Most commonly, Employer Nomination Scheme, ENS, subclass 186. DAMA agreements include special provisions that relax standard criteria for DAMA holders. To reach the permanent stage, you must meet certain conditions. Condition: age at application. Some DAMAs offer an age concession. Condition: continue to hold necessary occupational skills. Condition: meet English language requirements. English required for PR is often higher than the concessional level for the initial visa. Check the specific PR pathway requirements for your DAMA from the start, and plan to meet them during your temporary visa period. In summary, the Designated Area Migration Agreement, or DAMA, is a powerful and practical solution for Australian regional employers and for overseas workers. It directly addresses labour shortages in specific communities, helping to keep local businesses and essential services running strong. For workers, it opens up a unique pathway to live and work in Australia, offering access to a wider range of jobs and more flexible eligibility criteria than many standard visa programs. It provides a clear, temporary visa to begin with, and for many, a tangible and achievable route to permanent residency in the future. The key to success with the DAMA pathway is thorough research and careful preparation. Every DAMA is different, with its own occupation list and its own set of concessions. You must find an approved employer in a DAMA region and ensure your skills and experience match a job on their list. The process requires you to be organized, to gather all the required documents, and to work closely with your sponsoring employer every step of the way. While the process is detailed, it is a well-defined path that has led many people to a successful new life in regional Australia. The DAMA program is designed to be a partnership. It is a collaboration between the government, regional communities, local employers, and new workers like you. By taking a role in a regional area, you are not just filling a job, you are becoming a valued member of a community and contributing to its growth and vibrancy. It is an opportunity to gain valuable Australian work experience. Enjoy the unique lifestyle offered by regional Australia. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, press the notification bell, share and subscribe for more interesting content.